Hey guys, it's time once again for another retro review. This is the place and the show where I review past Coliseum home videos which were voted on by you, the viewing audience. You had 3 videos to choose from, and whichever one got the most votes is the video that gets reviewed. Now this one is my last review of 2011 as winding down this year, and I gotta say it's been a very successful year for the Retro Review, and you can bet your bottom dollar that more will be coming in 2012. Now the last 2 or 3 Retro Reviews in a row have been the best of the WWF. Well, since you guys liked it so much, it's another best of the WWF review. This one, the best of the WWF Volume 5. This video, hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund, takes a look at the best, the very best of the WWF. Let's go to it. The opening match on this videotape is a very good match. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat against Don Muraco from Madison Square Garden in New York City. I really enjoy this match. These two guys have great chemistry in the ring, working with each other. For about the first maybe 10 minutes of the match, Ricky Steamboat has complete control of the match. It's all scientific wrestling. But then Don Muraco does gain an advantage. And then we see something that very rarely, and I do mean very rarely, did we ever see in Ricky Steamboat's career. Him bleeding. Yes, Ricky Steamboat juiced in this match. And I gotta say, it was very interesting to see Ricky Steamboat bleed in this match the way he did. Now the match ends very uniquely because Ricky Steamboat is thrown over the top but lands on the apron. Mr. Fuji attempts to hit Steamboat with his cane, but Steamboat kicks Fuji off. Meanwhile, Muraco drags Steamboat back into the ring, both trying to get possession of the cane. Meanwhile, Steamboat kicks Muraco and accidentally knocks down the referee. So Muraco ends up with control of the cane, tries to hit Steamboat 2 or 3 times, misses, and then Steamboat kicks Muraco, and he gets the cane, and he breaks the cane over Don Muraco, but the referee sees Steamboat with the cane, disqualifying him. After the match, Steamboat takes an end of the cane and just jabs it right into Don Muraco's face, causing him to bleed, and it was very well intense. It was very intense, and it was really done pretty good, in my opinion. But Don Muraco got the win in this one. The next match is a tag team match with the Killer Bees and the Hart Foundation that actually aired on television. Now, this isn't their best match because they've had a lot of other good matches. And this match, unfortunately, ends in a double disqualification. And it really had a good, feeling going. It had a good start, good movement. But this match just ended in a double disqualification. So, we then go to, well, I guess you could say sort of a rematch. But it's a 6-man tag match. The Hart Foundation in this match, their partner is Barry O. The Killer Bees partner is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Unfortunately, we do not see the entire match, but we do see about the last 5 minutes of this match. And I like the ending of this match. Orndorff gets tagged in, takes control, then grabs Barry O, and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell hits a beautiful drop kick. 1, 2, 3. The Killer Bees and Mr. Wonderful get the win. Then we get a tag team title defense by Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine as they face the British Bulldogs. And this aired on television. Now, of course, this is one of the matches that led up to the match that they would have the following spring at WrestleMania 2. And this is a good match. Now, it's not as good as the one at WrestleMania 2, but this is a good match. The ending comes when Dynamite Kid is on the top rope. as he's about to hit the big headbutt from the top, Johnny V pushes Dynamite Kid off the top rope, getting, you guessed it, a disqualification finish. So the Bulldogs win the match, but Beefcake and Valentine remain champions. Then we go to a clip from the TNT show, where Mr. Fuji and the Magnificent Muraco are on. Now, Mean Gene talks about how, earlier that year, Hogan, Muraco, and Fuji were all in a movie. So, that got into the heads of Muraco and Fuji, and they wanted to do their own acting. So in this clip, we get Fuji General. Yes, so for you soap opera fans, get the tissues out. For the hilarity that comes, because this is truly funny. I mean, it's bad acting at its best, but it is so funny. I mean, and the way the organ's playing is terrible, but it's funny. You know, it's just a fun segment to watch all around, and then when it's over, everybody in the studio's laughing. Lord Alfred Hayes is laughing his ass off like it's the funniest thing he'd ever seen in his entire life, you know. And naturally, Mr. Fuji and Muraco are upset. Now, of course, this would lead later into 1985 and even into 1986, them attempting more shows. Then we get two segments with Wendy Richter making title defenses. The first one was against Leilani Kai from February of 1985, in which Leilani Kai actually wins the belt from Wendy Richter because the Fabulous Moolah had choked Cyndi Lauper during the match, and that distracted Richter long enough for Leilani Kai to get a roll-up and to become the women's champion. Of course, that is the match that would set up the rematch for the first WrestleMania in which Wendy Richter regained the title. Then we go fast forward to the original Screwjob. Years before the Montreal Screwjob, Wendy Richter was making a title defense in Madison Square Garden against the Spider. However, this match has a very controversial ending. As the Spider hits a splash, the referee makes a fast 3 count while Richter had her shoulders up and got out at 2, but the referee counted 3. So the Spider pulls her mask off to reveal that it is the Fabulous Moolah behind the mask. So Fabulous Moolah wins the belt. And Wendy Richter, you can see in this videotape, shows a bit of rage, upset at her very core, as she knows that she was screwed out of the belt. And after that, she just screams, "Vince! Vince!" See? The original Screwjob. Then we go to Toronto for another title defense. This time the Intercontinental title is on the line. Tito Santana defending the belt against Jesse the Body Ventura. Very rare time that Jesse Ventura is wrestling. And this is a good match. This is a very good match. You get to see the entire match, which I really enjoy. And, of course, the ending sucks because it ends in a double countout. But after the match, Santana and Ventura fight a little bit more, not only in the ring, but down the entranceway towards the back. And then our finale, an 8-man tag team match scheduled for the best 3 out of 5 falls. On one side, you've got Big John Studd and all 3 Wild Samoans, Afa, Sika, and Samula, of course, who would be Samu of the Head Shrinkers. On the opposing side, Andre the Giant, Chief Jay Strongbow, Ivan Putski, and Rocky Johnson. So basically, everybody in this match, with the exception of Samu, is currently in the WWE Hall of Fame. So we start off very good. Actually, the first fall is the longest fall of the entire match, as it goes a little over 5 minutes, as Jay Strongbow gets a win over one of the Samoans. The second fall, however, was a very short fall, as Big John Studd attacked Jay Strongbow from behind long enough for the Samoans to get a headbutt, win the second fall in the shortest fall of the match. Then we go to fall number 3, and that's another quick fall. And this time, Andre the Giant got a boot right to the midsection of one of the Samoans. 1, 2, 3. The good guys are up 2 falls to 1. So we go to the 4th and final fall, and it's a very interesting ending because Andre the Giant is being choked by Big John Studd. Chief Jay Strongbow comes in, pokes the eye of Big John Studd, letting go of the choke. Samela goes up to the second rope, tries a splash, but Andre gives him the big boot and then hits his big splash. 1, 2, 3. Andre the Giant, Chief Jay Strongbow, Ivan Putski, and Rocky Johnson win the entire match 3 falls to 1. So, what did I think of the best of the WWF Volume 5? Well, even though there are about 3 or 4 matches that end in either a disqualification or a countout, which, does hurt this videotape a little bit, it still has some good action in it. Ricky Steamboat and Don Morocco is a great match. The 8-man tag is a very good match. Ventura and Santana is a good match. The Bulldogs against Beefcake Valentine's a good match. Even the Killer Bees and the Hart Foundation is a good match, even though they didn't get much airtime for that particular match. All in all, this is a good tape, and it is definitely worth trying to find either on eBay or on Amazon. Now, usually what I do is, after a series is complete, I rank them: gold, silver, and bronze. Now, in this particular series, the 3 videos were the WWF Tag Team Champions, The Life and Times of Captain Lou Albano, which was the very first retro review, and the best of the WWF Volume 5. So how do I give this out? Well, it's sort of a close one, but I have to give the gold medal to the Tag Team Champions. A nearly 2-hour videotape of all title matches. And they're very good title matches. I mean, it's really fun to see, either, title changes in the teams that are in it, or the controversy that happens with some of them. The silver bronze goes to the best of the WWF Volume 5 because of the series of great matches on there, even though, like I said, there were 4 matches that ended in either a disqualification or a countout. If those 4 matches had not ended in a DQ or countout, I would imagine that this tape would be getting the gold medal. And the Life and Times of Captain Lou Albano gets the bronze medal. Even though it is a very interesting videotape and the career and the life of Captain Lou Albano, it just seems that it's clipped all together and it just feels a little bit rushed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Retro Review. Like I said, it will be back in 2012 with more videos, more old school wrestling, and more retro reviews. Have a good holiday season. Peace.